Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to our apostle, however, bishops, a great millstone of well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this true doctrine. Part four winds of earth and all truth they necessary. Lamar Ariyah from Mississippi County, who are willing to be able to find a lesson, quick and to the point, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. GMS quick hit through the spirit. My daily stroll, listen to video and just looking at posts brothers done put on YouTube, and seen this post here that the elder brother preacher Quat down here at Mississippi County posted, man, and it's going into these demons. And I had seen it on the news, man, and the brother had told me about it. But these demons that you see on the screen, and there was Eve was involved too in some kind of way. I don't see they picture ain't known here, that was involved in this triple homicide, right? You know, but as wild as this shit is, as crazy as this shit is, it's the judgment of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, you know? And it's just showing, hey, that the Lord is a man of his word, or is not a man, you know, but his word is solid. Like scripture say, the Lord is not a man that he can lie. And he said that we're going to be living in some perilous times, man. It's getting real dangerous and extra wicked out here, you know? And that scripture too, you know, the earth is becoming exceedingly wicked, you know, becoming more wicked than it ever was or ever has been. And that's why we have to pray to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, man, to keep us safe in his good grace and mercy. Because, you know, what is written in is Ezekiel that set that mark upon them, you know, who sigh and cry for all the abominations thereof, you know. So like, yeah. And you know, and we need that mark, man. We need that protection, that mark of exemption, because, you know, this is gonna be primarily, you know, when all hell break loose, you know, Jacob's trouble, you know, that time when that devil gonna come down with that great wrath because you know he had but a short time, the persecutions, but those spirits of vengeance are already active, man. And this is just a small portion, you know. And this happened down in Jackson, Mississippi, you know, where us brothers down here in Jackson teach, you know. Some brothers actually live in this part of the valley of the shadow of death, man. And them niggas in Jackson, man, them niggas wicked, dog. Them niggas is wicked as can be. Like scripture says, you know, Matthew, the love of many shall wax cold. These niggas, man, especially young niggas, they heartless, man. You know, and the Lord have to put a particular spirit on you to dump bullets in an infant, man. But who's to say what the infant did in his past life? You know? The Lord is just, man. And all his judgments are righteous, you know? Because what else it goes into, you know? And Ezekiel, yeah, continuing on, you know, about putting a mark upon those that sigh and cry for all the abominations thereof. And the Lord said, go throughout Jerusalem and slay utterly old, young, you know, girls, boys, children, you know, roughly paraphrasing. So the Lord does not respect the person. So no one is going to be spared when it comes to his judgment, you know. if you fall on that side where, how the scriptures say, everyone must go before the judgment seat of Jehovah Shem Yahshua, and basically they're going to be judged whether their deeds be good or evil. Good morning, how y'all doing? So no one is exempt, you know. So you're gonna have to, you know, well, let's not say not exempt, because, you know, the righteous, those who do the will of Jehovah Shem Yahshua, have repented, turned from the ways of wickedness, from sinful ways, and follow Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the best of our ability, will be exempt. And those who continue to dwell in wickedness will be judged and be destroyed at the end of the day, you know. And you see the images of Eve and the child that was deleted, man. Oh, look at that, 144 comments. Call Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The Lord's judgment is righteous, man. Because I don't give a damn how nice or how sweet or innocent people look, you know. Who's to say? Who's to say how they get down? We don't know everybody. We're not in everybody's lives. But one thing for sure, the angels are, and their report is going into the heavens. You know, their behaviors, their acts, the things they do are being recorded. Okay? And, you know, what goes up must come down in some kind of shape, form, and fashion. So when the report goes up, the judgment is going to come down, or blessings are going to come down. You know, it just depends on the ways of the individual. Okay? If you're wicked, the Lord is going to judge you accordingly. If you're righteous, the Lord is going to judge you accordingly. You know? And here we have, it says the highest homicide rates per capita in the U.S., right? Okay. When measured by numbers, no, I'm sorry, I ain't got my glasses. When measured by murders per 100,000 residents, the top ranking cities across the country includes, and you see number one, Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. Jacktown. And Jackson has always been a dangerous place. I remember even back when I was a kid, man, one of the most dangerous places was always mentioned was Georgetown. You know, West Jackson, South Jackson. Hell, but now it's bleeding to even North Jackson. You know? So, yeah, man, it's these people, man, that's why 2/3 gonna be cut off and die. The scripture say, man, our people are super wicked, man. You know? But as the scripture say, it's gonna be a time before, it's gonna be a time like never before since there was a nation. Okay, and it's never gonna be again. Because this is the grand finale, man, when it comes to utter wickedness, utter judgment, and a beautiful salvation, man, and deliverance. You know, because the Lord is about to show his power. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is about to show that power, man. You know, and just like all the plagues that are coming upon the earth now, the same thing happened in Egypt before the Exodus, man. And it's going to happen again. But this time, you know, it's going to go down in the book, right? Because it's going to be no longer remembered about how the Lord delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, but how he delivered the Israelites, starting with the elect, out of the north country, right? Roughly paraphrase. You know? So the Lord is going to show his power once more. The grand finale, the great deliverance. But first, we got to go through these evil, perilous, you know, dangerous times, man. And the Lord is going to show his power, you know. So, yeah, it was just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying. We're in some dangerous times. Brothers, stay prayed up. Continue to throw up curses like the apostles, elder bishop brothers that say on down. Continue to throw curses up on this place, man, because we're watching Babylon fall and prophecies come to pass. Lord willing, this edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadai. Double honors to our apostles, our elder bishops, a great millstone, and well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.